this is Emily from the Oil Region Library Association. In this video, I want to show you what a search looks like on our catalog and show you a few useful filters to help you narrow down your search results. So we'll be searching on our county catalog today, the Venango County catalog. This will provide us search results from all three of our libraries. You can see at the top of the screen here, there are different tabs for our three different libraries. We can click on one of those and it'll show us just search results from that location. There's also a tab if you want to narrow down your search to just our kids collection as well. So searching the county catalog, it'll provide us with the widest range of results, and you'll still be able to differentiate which library your item is located at. So let's click in the search bar here and begin our search. So you can search by book title, you can search by an author's name, you can search by a keyword, and let's say we're specifically looking for the book Undercurrents by Nora Roberts. Let's see if we have that book. So let's go ahead and type the title into the search bar, and we'll click search, and here we go. So we do see we have a few results here. The first two are the ones that we are interested in. That is our book Undercurrents by Nora Roberts. So underneath the first result, we'll see that it says book on CD. So that is our audiobook copy of that title. Our second result here, we see underneath it that it says book. So that is our physical copy of the item. That is the actual book. So you'll see here that both the results, it does say one available at Oil City. So it specifies the location because I'm logged into my library account and Oil City is my home location. So if you weren't logged into your account, it would say one available at all locations. Or if your home library is Franklin, it would say one available at Franklin. So if all of our copies were checked out, this would say not available in red. Right next to its availability, there is a link here to check other locations. So we will click on that, and it'll bring us to a page that lists all copies of this item that we have across our three libraries. So you can see here we have a copy of this book at Oil City, and we have a copy of this book at Franklin. So we can see it lists the collection, so in this case it's adult fiction. It'll show the shelf location, so you know where to find that book on the shelf at the library. And it'll list the status of the item. So we can see at Oil City, the book is checked in, so it is available for someone to come in and check out. We can see Franklin's copy is checked out, and it'll show when it's due back by as well. So if we go over to the left side of our screen and click Details, on the Details page, we can find more information about our title. So it first comes up with a summary here. And when we scroll down, we can see this shelf location looks very similar to what we just saw on the last page. There's the title listed. It'll list authors. So in this case, we just have our one author. It lists subjects that the book deals with. Here's our summary again. And it can even tell you how long the book is under length. So if we scroll back up to the top of the page, we see there are a few different buttons going across the top. There's a button to place a hold, there is a button to add to list, and there is a button to browse the virtual shelf. So if you click on Browse Virtual Shelf, it'll bring up our title right here in the middle, and it'll show you what other titles are located next to it on our shelves at the library. So we can see that our book is surrounded by a few other Nora Roberts books. And if we click on the arrows, we can even travel further down the shelf. So let's exit out of here. So there's another button here, Add to List. This is helpful if you want to keep track of certain titles, and you can create your own custom lists. You can make a list of your favorite books, books you want to read, whatever you want. So you'll have to be logged into your account to be able to add to a list. So we do have a video showing you how to log into your account if you're unsure of how to do that. So let's go ahead and click Add to List. So once you click that, you can add it to My List, which is the default, or you can create a new list. So let's just go ahead, add it to My List. And you can see across the top of the screen, it says your items have been added. To view your list, we'll want to navigate to our account. So let's go ahead, click up here in the upper right portion of the screen on our account, and we'll go over to our Save List tab, and you can see there is our book that we just added to our list. So on this page, you can rename your list, you can delete your list, you can place a hold on the items that you have in your list, or you can remove your items from the list. So another way that we can search is by author. So let's go back to our Nora Roberts example. Let's say we want to find more books by Nora Roberts. So let's go back up into our search bar here, and we'll type in Nora Roberts and click search. So we can see by default that our search results are sorted by relevance. So we can click on this drop-down menu and it'll show you different ways that you can sort your search results. So we can sort by newly added, so that'll show you what books we have most recently added to our collection. You can sort by publication date to find the most recent releases that we have. You can sort by author, and you can sort by title as well. That will show you your results in alphabetical order. So let's click on sort by title just to show you what that looks like. So let's do one more search. Let's say we're interested in gardening. We want to do a little bit of research about gardening. So let's go ahead into our search box here. We'll get rid of Nora Roberts and we'll type in gardening. So if we look over on the left side of our screen, we can see that just typing in gardening yields a lot of results. We'll see there's over 1,500 titles listed in our catalog that have to do with gardening. So that's a lot of titles to browse through. So let's go and see how we can refine our results to help us narrow down our search a little bit more. Underneath where it lists the amount of results, we'll see we are searching all locations. We're on our county catalog, so let's leave that as it is. Underneath that, you'll see we're searching all ages. So we could click on adult/general, and that will show us only results from our adult collection. Or we could click juvenile, and that will show us only results from our children's collection. Scrolling down a little bit, you can see there's a large list here of different ways we can filter our results. The first option we see is to filter by format. Next to each option, you can see it lists the amount of items we have for that particular format. So let's say we weren't looking for a book. We want to see what magazines the library has to offer about gardening. So we can click on magazine. And let's go ahead and remove this magazine filter. Let's go back to all of our search results. So we can just go over here next to where it says filtered by magazine, click remove. That'll take you back to the full list of search results. So one of the other really helpful filters is by collection. So opening this collection menu, we can see the different collections that our search results belong to. The first collection is adult nonfiction. So if we're doing general research or just want general information about gardening, we can click on that. There's other collections listed here too. So you can see there's juvenile nonfiction. So you can find children's nonfiction books about gardening. There's picture books and adult fiction and juvenile fiction. So if you want to read a fictional story that has to do with gardening, you can filter out to those search results as well. Another really helpful filter is the publication year, especially if you're doing any sort of research and you want the most up-to-date information you can find about your particular subject. There's books from 2020, 2019, 2018, and so on. The list goes down from there. The last filter that I want to highlight is the subject filter. Gardening is a very broad topic, so if we go to our subject filter, we can see what other topics there are within gardening. There's landscape gardening, vegetable gardening, flower gardening, the list goes on. So those were just a few ways that you can filter your search results. As you can see, there are so many other great filters here that you can use. So one other really nice feature in our catalog is the ability to save your searches. Let's go ahead and just click on vegetable gardening. That narrows our search results down immediately to only 88 titles. You can see near the top of your screen underneath the search bar, it says Save Search. So if you click that, this box will pop up. You can click Save, and up here it says your search has been saved. If you save your search, you have the ability to come back and view those same search results at a later time without having to filter all your searches again. You will need to be logged in to be able to use this feature. So to access our saved searches after we save them, we'll want to navigate to our account page again. This time we'll go over to our Save Searches tab. So you'll see this is the search we just saved. We searched for gardening. We narrowed it down by subject to vegetable gardening. On this page too, we can rename our search. So instead of just gardening, we could say this was our vegetable gardening search. We can also delete our saved search once we no longer need it. So to access those results again, on this page, we'll just have to click our search name, and that'll take us right back to those same results that we were just looking at. I hope you learned something new about the catalog today. Stay tuned for more ORLA tutorials.